going for the very funny Martine Renderia.
How we doing, everybody? So listen, I gotta start off tonight's set by saying I have worked at a bunch of different jobs. I'm talking Starbucks, O'Reilly's, Chick-fil-A, and I've heard the same shitty corporate phrase, and I'm so fucking tired of hearing it now. And that phrase is, teamwork makes the dream work. Baby, you think this was the dream I had? Really quick, top 3 dreams I had as a kid. Number 1, flying. Number 2, shoot webs out of my wrists. Number 3, ride in a kangaroo's pouch. If not, in any one of these dreams, did I ever see myself working at a Chick-fil-A arguing with a drunk USC student. Hey man, how do you run out of chicken? I wanted to be a superhero, man. Speaking of superhero movies, Spider-Man, my favorite Marvel hero, right? That's because I relate to Spider-Man a lot. Peter Parker, when he was 16 years old, he was bitten by a radioactive spider. And he gained proportionate strength, agility, and speed of a spider. And when I was 16 years old, I had my first girlfriend. And we were making out in my room. In a hot moment of passion, she bit me. And I gained anxiety, depression, and insecurities. I couldn't stop listening to My Chemical Romance. Been getting on TikTok a lot recently. It's a fun place, it's an interesting place. There's a cook talk, learn how to cook shit. There's a build talk, you can learn how to build different things. But my favorite by far is the UFO TikTok. Because there's a bunch of UFOs popping up all over the place. It makes me a little jealous, because all people gotta do these days is look up at the sky, aim their phone up, and you see a UFO. And when I was a kid, if you wanted to see a UFO, you had to be high off of some good ass weed, man. Knows what I'm talking about, you were there. Let me see. I rung in the new year in Chinantla, Mexico with my family. And if you don't know where Chinantla, Mexico is, don't worry about it, there's nobody there anymore. It's a beautiful place, wonderful town. But being in Mexico reminded me of how white I am in Mexico. You see, here in the States, my Spanish impresses my white friends. They're like, oh, you speak Spanish? That's great, Slick, you keep that up. But in Mexico, my Spanish raises the hands and eyebrows of my cousins as they go, oh, okay, why don't we switch to English better, my friend? It's tough, man, it's tough. But ever since I got back to the States, I've been wanting to be more Mexican. I've been trying to be more Mexican recently, get in touch with my roots. Thank you. But it's tough, because the stereotypes makes it tough. There's 3 stereotypes to a Mexican, okay? Hardworking, phenomenal dancers, excellent in bed. Must be nice. When it comes to dancing, I never learned the Charleston, the pop, lock, and drop it. I taught myself how to dance during quarantine. I know a move called back up and please don't cough on me. It looks like this. Tom and my girlfriend. When it comes to lovemaking, it's like gym class, and I'm never ready. Enthusiastic, but never ready. Be like, you want me to do what? For how long? Oh, baby, I would, but I just got this cramp in my knee. It's COVID, fucking COVID, yeah. And when it comes to hard work, I'm more of a hard thinker. I learned about it on TikTok. It's called manifesting. See, it's not that you're not working hard. The problem is that you're not thinking about it hard enough, manifesting in real life. So I'll manifest all day, and at the end of the day, my lady will call me, hey baby, did you get any work done? And I'll be like, no, but I thought about it. I thought about it all day long. By the time I'm done manifesting, it's time for The Last of Us. Do we have any fans of that show in here, The Last of Us? Played the video game, Love the show. It's got great representation. For example, it's got a Latino sneaking cargo across the United States. He's crossing so many borders. I mean, the show is breaking so many boundaries, excuse me. But it's huge right now for Latinos in acting, isn't it? We have Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. We have Diego Luna in Andor. And we have Jennifer Lopez in Another Wedding Dress. You thought Thanos was collecting stones. A man's couldn't keep up with J-Lo. That's why she's still Jenny from the block. But the first time I ever went to Mexico, I went to Puebla, Mexico, the Cathedral of Puebla. I went with my mom, my dad, my two younger sisters. Went inside the church and we saw beautiful paintings of angels on the left, Jesus on the right, Virgin Mary right in the middle. And I don't know if you know this, but the Virgin Mary in Mexico, huge. Poll numbers are off the charts. She's a shoo-in for president. We decided it would be beautiful if we all kneeled down as a family and prayed together. So that's what we did. And I kneeled down and I was like, Your Holiness, I have seen what you've done for others. All I'm asking for is one bite from a radioactive spike. It was my dad. My dad's leaning down over him and he goes, Mijo, I don't know if you know this, but if you ever needed help with anything in life, anything, you can come to church and pray to the Virgin Mary for help, and she will help you. Just like you need help picking up that grade in math class, huh, son? Go ahead, pray. That's what I did. I prayed every noon and night for help with the big test coming up. The day the test came, I flew right through it. First one to finish. I got the results back, and what can I say? I failed that motherfucker. It was bad. The teacher, he was like, Martine, I need to talk to you about your test, young man. Look what you put for number 3. Catholicism? That's a one-step equation, son. I need your parents to sign this front and back. I took the test to my dad. I was like, Dad, I did exactly what you told me to do. I prayed every night. And I still failed the test. What happened? My dad looks at me and he goes, Mijo, which language did you pray in? Spanish. You should have switched to English better. That's my time, everybody. Thank you so much.